Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you're watching us for the first time. Click the notification bell. Kindly also like this video so that it can reach many more people. You can also help us share our videos. And to all our supporters and our subscribers, allow me to thank you in a very special way. Ladies and gentlemen, political clouds are gathering and political formations and realignments are also taking shape. You've seen Raila Odinga is on a very high note on his recruitment drives. Today he was in Busia and you saw the love that people gave him there. William Ruto is busy campaigning. Every Sunday he goes to churches and he campaigns using the housing levy, housing affordable houses and all these things that he talks about. At the same time, he is busy making clandestine formations, trying to weaken the opposition. Because William Ruto wants to capture power in 2027. Not only does he want to retain his seat as a president for the second term, but he also wants other leaders, especially the governors. There are areas that William Ruto believes he can still make another shot. You've seen him trying to strategize people like Osoro in Kisii. Kisii is an ODM zone because Simbarati captured that power. You've seen him the way he's behaving there. Osoro is wielding some powers using the police. Osoro is busy preparing himself for 2027 gubernatorial seat. Whether he will succeed, I don't know. In Mombasa, another ODM zone, William Ruto is busy preparing either Jichopevu, because the question is who between them, Jichopevu and the Iala member of parliament, Omar Hassan. William Ruto is looking at those two. The other area that William Ruto is busy looking at is Kakamega. William Ruto believes that he can still win that, and he's got almost three options. He's been quoting Fernandez Baraza, who is the current governor in ODM. Then his deputy, Ayub Savula, is also there. Cleopas Malala is given more powers as the Secretary General of the UDA. He's wielding powers. The other day, Ruto wanted him to be in the cabinet. Boni Khalwale is also there, but Boni seems to be reading mischief. Because in 2022, when he wanted to vie for the gubernatorial position, William Ruto talked to him and he landed for the Senate. And Malala tried his hand, but of course he was defeated there by Fernandez Baraza. So William Ruto, as he tries to build his team, he's also rubbing opponents against each other. And he seems to like this because this makes him control the politicians. So Bony Khalwale decided to seek the support of the ODM, and I'm sure he's seeking for the support of Raila Odinga. He decided to use the closest friend there, Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. And they had a meeting. They came for a press briefing, which I believe is a culmination of many indoor meetings. And in their press briefing, he explained quite a number of things. And I want us to look at the response that Wycliffe Oparanya gave, because Wycliffe Oparanya is the deputy party leader of ODM. For him to meet Khalwale as his brother from Kakamega, as a man they have worked with when he was a governor and Khalwale was a senator, it seems he had the blessings of Raila Odinga and the blessings of the party. And I want us to listen to what Khalwale said, and there's a response that was very crucial to me that I want us to look at.
Today was the day to now inform the county government of Kakamega that I will be running for governor in 2027. I deliberately chose Governor Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya for this very important communication to this county, because he was our first governor and he performed. Very many of his projects have stalled, and it is one of the many reasons why I see a time in the future, 2027, where I'll have an opportunity to carry along the spirit of development that was commenced in 2013. We have invited Governor Oparanya to stand tall and to realize that now he is at the forefront in this county as far as positioning in the national government is concerned. So we are encouraging Governor Oparanya in 2027 not to aim low, to aim high, and we are prepared to support him in that position at the higher level that is going to aspire for, because it should not be criminalized that when Kakamega asks for the highest position in the land, or the second highest position in the land, it is disrespectful to some other county in our community. Kakamega has got Mbeza Oparanya as the senior most from our county, and should he choose to then aspire for that high position, I would be urging the entire county to allow him to go to Nairobi to negotiate with other national leaders, including Raila Odinga and his other colleagues in the Azimio coalition, and the President of Kenya, for purposes of Kakamega also having representation at the highest level.
So that was Boni Khalwale. Here is the response from Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya.
And is of course seeking for my support as a senior member of this community. We have discussed at length what he's supposed to do, and the fact that he's in another coalition, I'm in another coalition, we must reach somewhere where we have to reconcile and see the way forward. Because I know he can deliver. We have also discussed about the national politics, and they have encouraged me that as I sit up there, I must make sure that the Luhya interests are taken care of.
Now the response is categorized in three portions. Number one, Oparanya is confirming that Bony Khalwale is seeking for his support as one of the senior politicians in Kakamega and of course in the Mulembe nation, and he agrees with that. And then he's telling Bony Khalwale that I know you can deliver. We have worked with you in the Senate when I was a governor and you were Senate. I know you can deliver. Then the punchline or the catch, if you listen to him carefully, he tells Bony Khalwale, I have told him what to do. That's what they're reporting. I have told him what to do because we are in different coalitions. You understand what I mean? That now we need to look at an equilibrium where we can meet. Did you capture that statement, ladies and gentlemen? I know Bony Khalwale can deliver. We are in different coalitions, but I've told him what to do. What do you think Oparanya was telling Bony Khalwale? It's very simple. Bony, we know you can deliver. You are in UDA. This is an ODM zone, and we already have our sitting governor. Of course, Fernandez Baraza has been quoting William Ruto. That is the news that we have. That William Ruto is busy. At some point, he was saying we are ready to work. And for Wycliffe Oparanya to come and say that we are talking on how we can support each other, and you already have a sitting governor in the ODM, it tells you that there's something wrong somewhere. Because if they were serious about returning power with the Fernandez, you would have come out giving us a possibility of supporting a UDA candidate. So Bony Khalwale has thrown the spanner in the works. He has really complicated the matrix. But it seems like Fernandez Baraza is not very trustworthy. These are just my thoughts. Because for a party leader, deputy party leader, to come up with another leader from another position, party, and then they say that we are working on modalities on how we can work together, it means they are rooting for Bony Khalwale. You know, Bony Khalwale is one of the senior politicians in that county and is very popular. You remember him with the bullfighting ceremonies. And I have a feeling that Bony has been given a condition For him to be told, we know you can deliver, but you're in another coalition, we are looking for an equilibrium, he has been told, wewe hama, kuja huku. I know he could go to DAP and all that, but do you think ODM can relinquish their position? They already have their governor under ODM. If they have to support Boni Khalwale, what do you think would be the condition? Do you think they can support DAP or UDA or Amani Congress? No. They must ensure that Boni Khalwale will be in ODM and that you can take home, because there's no way they are going to fall for anything less than that. When you look at Boni carefully, Boni has made mistakes twice and I believe he regrets. Boni and the former senator of Mombasa, Hassan, those were people who were poised to inherit the gubernatorial positions under their former leaders. Boni Khalwale was a senator. Had he remained maybe in ODM and wait for Oparanya to do his 2 terms, Boni Khalwale would have been the automatic governor. Hassan Omar, had he not been cheated and deceived by William Ruto to ditch ODM, I'm sure Joe would have done his 2 terms and then Hassan would have been the governor now. But those are mistakes that people make in politics, and to err is to human being. So Boni Khalwale regrets because he understands he would have been, today he would be the governor of Kakamega. Then in 2022, instead of going to test how much power he has, how much votes or how many votes he could get, he went for the senatorial seat. So he realizes that he made a mistake. He had even complained that William Ruto gave a young man, Cleopas Malala, yet the young man could do nothing, could not shake Kakamega. Kakamega has been an ODM zone, and they understand that. Even when William Ruto postponed with Chebukati, very intentionally and deliberately, to ensure that they capture Mombasa and Kakamega, they could not. So Boni regrets. Boni understands that Kakamega is speaking the ODM language and of course the Luhya nation. As he was quoting Oparanya, his other counterpart, Otuoma, was being heckled in Busia because he's been shaky, he's been wavering. People need leaders who are rooted in the ODM. I saw it with Simbarati when he started shaking and people interpreted him as a man who wanted to work with William Ruto. And we saw it with the governor of Mombasa when he said he wanted to work with William Ruto. The good thing is that all these people who wanted to work with William Ruto later came regretting. Simbarati has been frustrated by the police that Osoro is using there. The governor of Mombasa came up crying to us that William Ruto wanted to run away with the port. So we've seen them. So Otuoma, the governor of Busia, was being heckled because people don't see the Otuoma they thought they knew. They want someone who defends his post, who defends the party that took him to power. So Boni understands that the Mulembe nation does not want William Ruto because of the high taxes. William Ruto is one of the most unpopular leaders today because of what he promised people and what he's now delivering, below the average. And it is not only ODM. The ground is hostile. He has tried defending William Ruto's the opaque taxes, and people chased him, and with that he learned the lessons. That's why he's now coming back and he's saying, Oparanya, let us work together. He also understands that Oparanya controls the masses. If Oparanya was a pushover, or if Oparanya did not, was not controlling that area, he wouldn't have gone for him. So he understands that Oparanya is a leader in that country. Ruto's dishonesty might have also driven him to look for ODM. Do you have never understood up to date why William Ruto had to sponsor someone to contest in the Bungoma senatorial position after the Moses Wetangula relinquished the seat to become the speaker according to their agreement? I thought due to mutual respect, he would have allowed Moses Wetangula to have his own candidate there. And even in Kakamega, they had a coalition with Mudavadi. Then he is sponsored someone under UDA. You know, sometimes I look at it and it is like people are in a coalition, and you tell Raila that we are in a coalition, but I want UDA to have a candidate in Kisumu. Or you are telling William Ruto that they are in a coalition, maybe with Raila, let me just say so, and Raila sponsors a gubernatorial candidate with ODM. It doesn't make sense. It only means that William Ruto is has got political selfishness. He anajipenda sana, and he wants to become a national kingpin. Kingpin in Central, kingpin in Western, kingpin in Rift Valley, kingpin in the coast, which is not very easy. So the Boni Khalwale understands the dishonesty, and he also knows very well that he was told to, you know, step down for Cleopas Malala, a young man who was an MCA when Boni was a senator, and then Malala went for the senatorial seat when Boni Khalwale tried his hands in the gubernatorial seat. So he understands the dishonesty of William Samoei Ruto, and he feels that maybe William Ruto is quoting, like I told you, Fernandez Baraza, Ayub Savula, and Malala is there, and so he wants to roar early enough so that these people should know that he is on the ground. And so the conditions, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, can be summarized into one: come to ODM. You know, is it the deputy? Is it the chief whip in the Senate? Something of the sort. I wonder how he can decide as a bullfighter, pick the bulls by its horns, and say, today I have decided to work with ODM. And of course, they will be demanding that you resign and seek for a fresh mandate. But I know ODM will tell them, hata sisi ulichukua watu wetu na wajai yenda. So I don't know how things are going to play, but I have a feeling that that is the condition that Oparanya communicated to Khalwale, and it is the ODM's position, and of course Raila's position. I don't know what you think, but that is how I see it.